What happens when the very people responsible for upholding legal ethics suddenly find themselves under scrutiny? Picture a world where the enforcers of justice are themselves the subject of investigation. Tonight, we ask a fundamental question. Can we trust the guardians of integrity when their own actions are called into question? In this episode, we reveal a story that could shake the foundations of legal ethics in New York. With bold headlines flashing across your screen, we dive deep into a case that has ignited debate among lawyers, judges, and the public alike. The stakes could not be higher. Welcome to the first episode of the Ethics Reporter podcast, where we investigate the stories shaping the world of legal ethics and judicial accountability. In this series, we pull back the curtain on the institutions and individuals who are supposed to ensure fairness and honesty in our legal system. Today, we turn our attention to New York, where a high-ranking legal ethics official is facing allegations of impropriety due to reported connections with a judge accused of corruption. These are not just rumors whispered in courthouse hallways. They are questions being asked publicly, with serious implications for the state's legal community and the public's trust. Legal ethics committees play a crucial role in the justice system. They are tasked with investigating complaints, enforcing ethical standards, and holding attorneys and judges accountable for misconduct. But what happens when the people on these committees are themselves the focus of ethical concerns? Judicial accountability is not just a technical requirement. It is the very foundation of public trust in the courts. When conflicts of interest arise, especially involving those who oversee ethical enforcement, it raises alarm bells for lawyers, litigants, and every citizen who relies on the integrity of the justice system. The potential for bias, favoritism, or cover-ups is a real concern, which is why transparency and independence in these committees are so important. In New York, where the legal system is one of the largest and most influential in the country, even the perception of impropriety can have ripple effects far beyond any single case. Let us now turn to the heart of the investigation. Reports have surfaced suggesting a close professional relationship between the chair of a prominent New York legal ethics committee and a judge who has recently been accused of corruption. According to public records and investigative reporting, the ethics chair and the judge have served together on several legal panels, and their careers have intersected at key moments. This has led to questions about whether impartiality can truly be maintained when personal or institutional connections exist at the highest levels of oversight. The allegations against the judge are serious. Accusations of accepting favors, influencing case outcomes, and violating the very standards they were sworn to uphold. As these claims came to light, attention quickly turned to the ethics chair responsible for overseeing disciplinary actions. Critics argue that any appearance of a conflict of interest undermines the legitimacy of the entire process. Transparency advocates are demanding the release of internal communications, meeting minutes, and any documentation that could clarify the extent of the relationship between the two officials. This controversy has not remained behind closed doors. Lawyers, advocacy groups, and members of the public have voiced concerns at bar association meetings and in open letters to the state's judicial oversight bodies. Some have called for independent investigations, while others warn that the current system lacks the safeguards needed to prevent abuses of power. For attorneys practicing in New York, the outcome of this case could set a precedent for how future allegations are handled and whether ethics committees are truly above reproach. For the public, the implications are just as significant. Every time a judge or ethics official is accused of misconduct, it chips away at confidence in the entire legal system. The question is not simply whether rules were broken, but whether the institutions designed to police themselves can be trusted to do so fairly and openly. As the investigation unfolds, The demand for transparency grows louder, and the pressure on those involved becomes more intense. The issues raised by this case go far beyond individual misconduct. They strike at the heart of public trust in the justice system. When the enforcers of legal ethics are entangled in controversy, it raises questions about the effectiveness of oversight and the possibility of self-dealing. Institutional accountability is essential for maintaining the rule of law. Without it, the perception of fairness and impartiality is lost, and the legitimacy of the courts is called into question. Ethics enforcement is only as strong as the independence and integrity of those who carry it out. Oversight mechanisms must be robust enough to detect and address conflicts of interest, even when they involve powerful figures within the system. In New York and across the country, calls for reform are growing. Advocates argue for more transparent processes, external audits, and greater public access to disciplinary proceedings. The future of legal ethics enforcement may depend on the willingness of institutions to hold their own members accountable, no matter how high their rank. As we continue our investigation, picture the scene: a dimly lit courthouse, empty hallways echoing with the footsteps of those seeking justice. Legal documents are stacked high on polished wooden tables, their contents hidden from public view. In judges' chambers, the weight of responsibility hangs heavy in the air. Newspaper headlines flash across the screen, each one more urgent than the last. Investigative graphics reveal webs of connections, timelines of events, and unanswered questions. The mood is tense, the stakes are real, and the outcome is uncertain. In this atmosphere of suspense, the need for honest answers becomes undeniable. When ethics institutions themselves become the story, accountability matters more than ever. The credibility of the entire legal system depends on the willingness of its leaders to confront uncomfortable truths and take decisive action. This case is a reminder that no one is above scrutiny, and that the pursuit of justice requires constant vigilance. As we await the results of ongoing investigations, one thing is clear: the eyes of the legal world are watching, and the public will not be satisfied with anything less than full transparency. For more in-depth investigations and expert analysis on legal ethics and accountability, subscribe to the Ethics Reporter podcast. Join us each week as we shine a light on the stories that matter most to lawyers, judges, and the public. Stay informed, stay in heed, and demand integrity in our justice system.